What's up, you freaking geniuses? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to convert from scientific notation to decimal notation, all right? And I also wrote a little tip right here that should help you figure out which way you move your decimal. Okay, because when we're converting from scientific notation to decimal notation, we're going to be moving the decimal a lot, okay? And a way you can, kind of simple way you can think about this or try to remember about it is just think about the number line, right? So I have 0 right here. Now, if we move to the left, right, if we're moving to the left, this is where the negative numbers are, right? And if we move to the right, this is where the positive numbers are, okay? So same thing with your exponents. So again, if you have a positive exponent, you move to the right, okay? So if you have a positive exponent, you move it to the right. And if you have a negative exponent, you move it to the left, right? Negative exponent, you move it to the left. All right, so keeping that in mind, let's jump into this first example right here. So let's convert 6.9 times 10 to the third power into decimal notation, okay? So how would you do that? Well, all you have to do is grab your decimal and we're gonna move it 3 times, okay? Your exponent right here always tells you how many times you're gonna move. So if we have a 3 right here, we're gonna move it 3 times. Now, the only thing you have to figure out is if we're moving it to the left or to the right. Well, positive numbers, right? Positive numbers, you move to the right. Okay, so we're gonna take our decimal right here. So let me rewrite it. So we'll have 6.9, right? And then we're gonna move it 3 times. So we're gonna move it 1, 2, 3. So then that's where your decimal is gonna be. So in these blank spaces right here, you just write zeros, okay? So then your number right here would be 6,900. 6,900, right? That would be your answer. All right, let's try another one. So here we have 9.25 times 10 to the 4th power. Okay, so again, all you're gonna do is grab your decimal, and in this case, we're gonna move it 4 times, right? Since our exponent right here is a 4. So 9.25, and then are we gonna move it to the left or to the right? Well, since we have a positive exponent right here, right? Positive means we're gonna move it to the right. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's where your decimal goes. And then in these blank spots right here, again, you just put zeros right there. Okay, so 92500. 92500. So then your answer right here would be 92,500 right there. Okay, next one right here is 1.007 times 10 to the positive 6. Right? So 1.007, and then we're going to move our decimal 6 times, right? And since this is positive, we're going to move it to the right. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's where it's going to go. And then we have 1, 2, 3 empty place values, right? So we're going to put zeros right there. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then rewriting this number, let's see, we have 1007 and then 3 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then throwing some commas on here. So your answer right here is going to be 1,007,000. All right, let's go to the next one. So here we have 9 times 10 to the negative 3 power. Okay, so first of all, where is the decimal on the number 9? Well, it's going to be right there, okay? Decimals always come after the whole numbers, right? So we have the number 9, right? The decimal would basically be right there. And then we're going to move it 3 times, okay? And since it's negative, right? It's negative. That means we're going to move it to the left. Negative numbers move to the left, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, right there. Okay, so we have 2 empty place values right here. So we'll put zeros right there. So then your answer right here would be 0.009. So let me rewrite it. 0.009. And then normally we always put this extra 0 at the very front as a placeholder, right? So your answer right here would be 0.009. Okay, just a couple more here. So 4.27 times 10 to the negative 4. So let's see, 4.27. So here's our decimal, right? And we're going to move it 4 times. And are we moving left or right? Well, this is a negative exponent. So we're going to move to the left, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where your decimal goes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 empty place values right here, so we put zeros. So 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay, so let me clean this up a little bit. So your answer right here is going to be 0.000427. And again, we normally put this extra 0 right here as a placeholder, right? So there's your answer. Okay, and one last example. So here we have 8.031 times 10 to the negative 2. Okay, so again, you're just going to write out your decimal right there. And then this exponent, so since it's a 2, we're going to move our decimal 2 times, right? And are we moving to the left or the right? Well, again, this is negative, so we're going to move to the left, right? So 1, 2, boom, right there. So then this place value right here, we just have one empty place value where we'll put a 0. So then your simplified answer would be 0.08031. And we have this extra 0 right there in front, right? So that would be your final answer. So if you found the video helpful, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any other questions or want to see any other examples, just let me know in the comment section below. Also, there's a couple playlists attached that I think you'll find helpful, so definitely check those out, and I'll see you there.